Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. In between episodes, it's been pointed out that there is an economy map mode which shows you special buildings. So, let's zoom into our capital and see what the special building is. Special building is a grand temple. Now, it doesn't tell us anything about how to create it, but we can actually find that out by reading the wiki. So, grand temples require the province to be a holy site of the faith that you are in order for you to create it. I also believe, although I'm not 100% sure, that to get the effects of it, you also need to be the same faith, right? As in, you need to be a faith that considers this site a holy site. So, currently, this isn't too good for us. The bonuses, however, are really nice. If we look down at the holder of this holding bonuses, you get Knight Effectiveness, you get Levy Reinforcement Rate, you get Control Growth, you get Renown, you get Piety. It's a really good collection of stuff. So, we can't make it here. Where can we make it? Well, that's where we have a look at this religion, and we can see we have a couple of holy sites up here, both of which have grand temples that can be constructed. Fantastic. So, if we take those, we could probably hold these individually and then get ourselves the bonuses. That seems pretty good. While we're at it, what are the other holy sites for this one? So there's this one over here. Nothing. Okay. There's Chelmo. Chelmo has a grand temple as well. So that's 3 grand temples we could get. So we could get this bonus 3 times over. And then where's the last one? Last one's in Perm. 4. So there are 4 grand temples that we could end up holding. That sounds very appealing to me. That sounds like something we'd really want to do. Why can we not make one here? Is this just not have a slot for it? I guess it just doesn't have a slot for it. I mean, that's fair enough. Yeah. Although, wait a second, it says, we have a look back at the thing. It says that Hiuma is the holy site. Is that the whole thing, or is it just this top bit? It could be just this top bit, so maybe if we construct a holding there, then we could build it? I don't know, I think I'm clutching at straws. I think there are 4 available for us. So yeah, I think if we could hold these 4, even though they're nowhere near each other, that could actually end up being really, really good for us. So maybe that's a long-term goal for us. Potentially something pretty good. Anyway, having discussed that, I want to have a little look at our succession, because I had a look at the start of today and it's a little weird. Apparently, from our Confederate partition, this character is in line to inherit a title. Now, this is very confusing to me because this character should not be in line to inherit any title from us, because he is not our child. I know, it's an odd concept. So, Confederate partition. Upon succession, all titles held by the late ruler will be divided amongst their eligible children, with the player heir always being given the primary title, realm capital, and any direct de jure titles associated with it. Younger children will be given titles starting with those of the same rank as the primary title. This is not our child, so why are they inheriting this title? Any guesses? I think it's just incorrect. That's my guess, but yeah, it's a little weird. I kind of think it must be something with Scandinavian elective messing things up, but yeah, it's a bit odd. So I kind of want to fix that. I also want to, at some point, get Scandinavian elective on our kingdom, so we'll need to figure that out. We also need another concubine, I guess, because we're below the concubine limit. Yes. Cool. So those are a couple of things I want to do. Also, I want to have a look at these and just work out what we need to do. Oh, decision available. Found the capital of the Rus. Oh, what does this do? Enterprising Norse flow out of Scandinavia through the rich rivers of the fierce Slavs to the east. Though countless settlements and minor realms vie for power, Slavic and Norse alike, only one can truly represent the unification of 2 people. So this gives us fame. It increases the development level in the chiefdom of Novgorod by 4. We get growing capital and Varangian capital for 100 years. I mean, this could still be a good capital for us. I mean, it's not a terrible province. The province in of itself is very good. It's got 6 holdings. It just can't have the special building. Yeah, I think this could be fine. For 100 years, I think I'm happy to stick with it. Yeah, let's do it. It doesn't cost us very much either. I think I'm happy with that. Let's make it a grand capital forever more with a little asterisk saying, 100 years. A capital for all the Rus. From the Volga to the Dnipro and beyond, Varangians ply the rivers and byways of the lands of the East Slavs. We raid, we conquer, we intermix with the locals. When we feel the need, we found new settlements or take them by force. Till today, these minor hubs have all competed to attract adventurers and warlords, seeking to attain true primacy over the rest of the Rus. No more. By my mighty deeds and fierce reputation, I shall attract Norse and Slav alike, building a capital worthy of the Gathariki. Novgorod is truly the source of our greatness. Cool. I mean, that seems neat. It's a good bonus that we've got here. We would love to build more things so that bonus will apply to more things, but yeah, that's going to need us to wait a little bit. Actually, can we make any holdings right now? No, we can't make any holdings because we are tribal. Yeah, that's kind of a problem, but hey, whatever. That's fine. Next, runestone. I don't need a runestone. I'm going to dismiss that for now. Cool. Grand Tour, maybe. Dangerous faction. These are incorrect. It's a bug that's been in the game for ages. Basically, it doesn't calculate it till you unpause. Inspired person can be sponsored. You're competent and you want to forge regalia. No, I'm not interested. Cool. Feast? No. Are these moving as I'm looking at them? Promote someone else's legend. Grand tournament. Don't need to worry about that. Okay. I think this is a fine state for us to unpause and let a month pass. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching stars, I've seen with my own eyes what I've only heard before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. My Rix Gothi does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be, the celestial realm is for the elders to know. So I can find my answers in the heavens. We get insight in the heavens, giving us learning and stewardship and prestige. We get some learning lifestyle, or I should only focus on earthly matters. Ton more piety, and we get earthly focus, which gives us piety per month. I'm going to choose this one. I would like to go down the path of zealousness, which is funny because my goal is to change our religion. For years, I've swept out on devastating raids, bringing the full fury of Odin to a trembling world. For surely if he disapproved, he would have struck me down by now. Instead, my household sleeps surrounded by stolen fineries of foreign rulers, and exotic slaves warm my bed. Truly, noble and peasant alike quail at my approach, and parents silence crying children with the threat that I'll visit. Ha, let them weep at my name. Viking. Fantastic. So, this gives us martial prowess, extra opinion, and martial prowess, extra prestige, and extra opinion with other Vikings. Fantastic. So that is a great thing for us. Our martial is even higher than it has been in the past. Our prowess is incredible. Even with the old age penalty, we're still one of the best in the world. I think this is pretty good. Right. If we're going to convert our religion, and we want to reform it at the same time, with this character, what do we need to do? Well, apart from getting the piety and getting ourselves down this path, which may involve us going on a trip in order to get ourselves a little bit of extra learning lifestyle experience, what we need to do is we need to get the holy sites, right? We need to get Kakis Salmi, we need to get Akel, and we need to get Hioma over here. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to do some wars. So I think we should probably do some wars. Now there is a little bit of a plague going on here. If I go to the plagues map mode. Yeah, so there's some weak fire along here, which is a little annoying. So maybe I make my way up here first. How do I get to... So where is it? It's Akel. So it's this one right here. So I'm basically looking to declare war against you. Now there is a coastal holding. I could maybe just try declaring for it. Is that possible? I can also conquer a duchy? What does this do? I gain the duchy? Oh. Okay. That's cool. But I can also just conquer the county, which is the same war right now, because the duchy and the county are the same thing for this guy. Okay. You have 3 allies. That's fine. Your 3 allies do give you a relatively large amount of strength. So this is with our allies included, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay. So where are your 3 allies? So you have one over here, who's currently in his own war. He's attacking somebody. Where's your next ally? You have this ally. He's currently defending against Estonia in a dissolution war. Okay. And then you have a 3rd ally, Karelia, who will join in. Okay. We could always attack Karelia or something like that instead, trying to weaken them and then go. But given that 2 of your allies are in wars, I think this would not be a terrible opportunity to declare war. The only worry I have is that Karelia come down and try and take our capital. But, I mean, we're going to have to deal with that. Let's go. Let's declare our war and get ourselves up there. We can call our allies in. It's going to cost me too much prestige right now. But I'll be happy to do it if it looks like I need to. Let's raise our troops here with the intention to get them going over there. Yeah, let's see if this works. So let's raise all of our troops. I just want to see what the route is between here and here. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Stay where you are and raise your troops. Cool. The guys joined the war, but we don't expect them to do anything. That's the point. Okay. Get on the boats. And cross. Okay, apparently they were strong, and I just assumed that they weren't. Okay, so that's 2,000 populist rebels down there. I think I go for this war. Mittens has given me 2 gold. Thank you, Mittens. That is fine. Hopefully these guys don't do anything. Okay. We are landing on their army. They've run away. We're now sieging the war goal. 4 months left. Okay. I'm basically just hoping that things work for us here. We can isolate the capital. Am I not leading the army? I am leading the army. Yeah, so it's basically if our children might die, which would be a problem, but I'm not going to isolate the capital right now. There's an allied army in here. Did I not? I didn't call in my ally, right? No. Wait, so how are you an allied army? You're my, you're my vassal. Wait a second, what are you doing here? You joined the populist uprising. Wait, you joined my populist uprising. Oh, that's nice of you. Okay, still not sure what you're doing there, but whatever. You're kind of in the wrong place, but that's fine. We have wiped their army. Well, took 1,000 off. It's not full wipe, but it's okay. Head in here. Start sieging. 3 months left. Okay. Going very quickly. New learning lifestyle perk. Far from home. A stranger is brought before me. He has been waiting outside the castle gates for a week, my liege. His name is Burislav, your highness. My name is Burislav, your highness. I've travelled far and wide and seen many things, but I am weary of the road. If you allow me to stay, I will happily share my knowledge of the world with you and be your loyal servant. I'm not really that interested in that, sorry. You're not that good. We have 100% war score. That's what I was looking for. Why do we have 100%? We captured someone worth 10 and with the rest of it, we just have enough. Alright, enforce demands. Yeah. Cool. I now have this one, which is land I wanted. Wonderful. We gain a little legitimacy. Doesn't quite push us up to the next level, but that's fine. Here, we can go anatomical studies and try and go down here to make our court physician better. Or we can go down faithful and try and get to profit. I think we have to try and get to profit if we want to convert, because I don't think we're going to have time to do both, right? I think we're going to die if we try and do both. Right, head back down here and then make your way down to these guys. Yeah. That's what we want to do. Cool. What's this? Okay. Many things. Oh yeah, did our succession fix? Yes, it did. Okay, the game agreed with me that that made no sense. Right. Your realm will lose land if this person... if this person gains land as he's going to inherit the Jarldom of Uppland. Because he could inherit it because that's his primary heir while he is this guy's primary heir. That makes a lot of sense. So he will lose the land either way, I think, in this circumstance, because he's inheriting a higher level bit of land. This case where he wouldn't lose land is where... yeah, he wouldn't lose land if he has an heir. Yeah, if he has an heir or if he has an heir, we won't lose land. So it shouldn't be a problem. Give me... Actually, no, don't give me any gold for these people. Execute them. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. That seems good. Ton of piety off of that one. Right, work our way down here. Gained a rival. Yeah, well, these things happen, don't they? Y'all, Free Reeker comes of age. What did he get? He's a skilled tactician and a reaver. Ooh, okay. Increases raid speed. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So, he's pretty good. He is irritable, which is not ideal, but look at it, the prowess is fantastic. Because he's my vassal, that means that he's a champion, right? Yes, he is. Okay, cool. Although he's currently not a champion, but if I clicked force, he would be a champion. I think he'll become one anyway when it recalculates, but we'll see. Yeah, I want you to drop in on that fight. Court amenity setting invalidated. Decent fashion has been replaced with last century fashion. Why? Why are these invalidated? What happened? That is incorrect. They are not invalidated. Okay. Well, thank you for the message. Appreciate that one. Our son can marry. We'll worry about that in a second. Right. We've lost our court chronicler. We might want one of those, but we'll hold off a second on looking at that. Right, beat up this guy. Wonderful. Enforce demands. We get locals pacified, which gets popular opinion for 50 popular opinion for 25 years in all of those holdings. We also gain some legitimacy, and our legitimacy moves to rightful. Wonderful, and that's the level that we're expected to be at, right? No, we're actually expected to be at level 4 now. Okay, so we are not getting any... Yeah, not getting any benefits from this. We're kind of neutral on this, I think, right now. We kind of want to be here. Okay, not ideal. Let's disband all of our armies. Cool. We can ransom this guy for 100 gold. You're worth 100 gold? How much do I get for executing you? 100 piety? I'm going to take the piety, but, you know, it was tempting. Our dread is also really high now, which is lovely. Right. Raise a runestone. Not interested. Hold court? Maybe. Isolate capital, enter seclusion? I'd rather not, but, yeah, it's not ideal. Yeah, not ideal to have this much around us. I don't really want to attack Corellia for the other holy site until the, until the plague is gone. So, yeah, maybe we'll hold court first and then figure out what we're doing. Laughs requested. In a brief moment of silence, I see Chieftain Paiveo tapping his foot before realizing it's his turn to speak. My liege, he says, giving him some precious time to finalize his thoughts before continuing. Smiles and laughter are a great indicator of a lively court. Thus, I have a suggestion for someone who would make a great jester to entertain us who could come to visit. My liege, if I may, a jester will ruin the sophisticated air of this court and replace its refinery with crude infantile humor. So we can have you be my fool. We can have Olafur be my fool. This is not a peasant's market. A jester has no place in this court. We get an austere court for more learning. Or perhaps I'll look into this some other time. I'm going to say... why do you hate me so much? You want to be on the council? Yeah, but like... You should be better then if you want to be on the council. Yeah, I'm going to get austere court. I want to get this learning. Our diplomacy is already terrible. Let's increase our learning a little bit. Gets us closer and closer to actually getting a reasonable amount of piety per month. They're hounding us. We could keep order, my lord. Please, we can organize ourselves without all the death. A peasant man from the chieftain of Bodin, an area plagued by unrest held by my vassal chieftain Hakon, assures me that control can be restored without undue bloodshed. So where's this? I hold land over there? That's news to me. Alright. How did I get this land? What happened? Jarl Bjorn of Yamatland took it. Then you inherited it. Oh, okay. I'm still not entirely sure how we... Is Yamatland underneath us? I don't think it is. It is. Oh. Wait, no. Yeah, no, of course it's underneath us. Wait. When did I take that? Now I'm like, when did I take that land? Jarl, a duchy of Yamatland? When did that happen? Wait a second. So you inherited... Wait. So you inherited... Oh, you just swore fealty to me? I think? Wait, did you just... When did that happen? Swore fealty to me? Can you just do that without telling me? I mean, I appreciate the extra land, but still. Oh, look what happened to Sweden. It did exactly what I said it would do on succession. It broke into Ireland and Sweden. Although I didn't expect them to hold this bit of land as well, but let's not worry about that. Alright, well, I guess they just swore fealty to me. Anyway, this is the land where they want we can get extra control in. Okay, cool. So we can say, curious idea, let's try. We get control level increase. Makes Chieftain Hakon dislike us. What we need is excessive bloodshed, or here, do what you can with that. No, excessive bloodshed. Let's do that. Public accusation. My vassal, Chieftain Lally, hurries to my side, his bloodshot eyes searching the assembled court. My lord, I'm sure that someone in the kingdom is out to get me. I have no evidence, but suspect Chieftain Pavio has always positioned himself as my enemy. I beg you, imprison him and put a stop to this madness. By Odin, he must be stopped. Are you a different religion? No. I guess I could imprison you and then, like, take your title away from you because you're, like, not very good. I can question you, or malice in of itself is not a crime. I'm going to imprison you. My business is done here. Yes, that is the end of our court. Wonderful. I will now... You're already imprisoned, right? No, I can lawfully imprison... Oh, I thought that imprisoned him. I should read the whole thing. Okay, that's fine. Let's worry about what we're doing next. So, we also gained some extra land. Things are just spiraling a little bit. I need to try and get some control over the situation. What's happening here? You're being attacked in a peasant uprising. Can I, like, help? You need a little bit of help here, mate? Who's the main person? It's you? Yeah, son? Let me join your war. Wonderful. Let's now raise some troops over here and go join his war. Right. Raise them there. Okay. Not isolating the capital. I'm leading the army. That's fine. You need to marry. Let's find you somebody to marry. Who do we think would be good for our son to marry? Well, he's strong. He's a giant. We could try and get giant secured on that line. So is there a giant you can marry? Yes, there are many giants. How about a giant with some stewardship so that you can hold on to your land? You are the only giant with stewardship. Alright, well, I think she seems like a great match. Yes, it guarantees that the children will be giants. This seems good. Do it. Right, I would love to imprison him, but I can't imprison him. Because his opinion of me is too low for me to imprison him. Okay. That's fine. We'll worry about it in a second. Hey! A faction targeting us disbanded. Oh, that was the faction that we just destroyed, I think. Call to war. You want me to join you in the Mordvinian conquest of Kazan? Against this dude. Sure. It's like, do you want to join this war? And I'm like, not really, but like, you know, I did ask you to join the war that gave me a kingdom, so I kind of owe you. Let's head over here. So we'll win this war and then walk to the next war. King Haraldr's court now speaks. High German. Okay. That's fine. I suppose it is Germany. It's kind of the place you'd expect someone to speak High German. Right. That's 100% war score. Cool. Who are we at war with? You. Do you only hold... Oh, you hold 2 bits of land. That's fine. Right, let's go down here and beat up whoever this guy is. Mittens is a troublemaker. I'm not going to pay you money because of Mittens. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Right, locals are pacified. That is great news. Okay. What's next? I would love to imprison you. However, it's... Yeah. It's not great right now. I could send you a gift and then imprison you. Weirdly, that would work. I love that one of the ways for us to imprison him is to simply, like, sway him for a while. Can I revoke your title without it being tyranny? No. So, I mean, like, what am I doing here? I guess I could fail to imprison you and then you'll rise up in rebellion with other disgruntled vassals. But what determines disgruntled? Because it would be all these people with negatives here. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. You know what? I misjudged you. You are pardoned. Let's do a little sway. Let's try and make... Actually, you know what? Let's learn his language. Because we probably have other Finnic vassals, so that might help us. Right. Head over here. Yes, I would love to defeat this army. We're locked in. They're locked in. It's an easy battle for us. We have wiped them out. Our son has learned Finnic. That's good. Right. Can I head here without taking attrition? I can. Wonderful. I'm going to head to the war goal and siege it. Wait, is this the war goal? Kazan. No, that's the war goal. I'm going to head to the capital and siege it. Hope you're okay with that. You formed a new alliance. Okay. Well, that's not good. I can exchange hostages with Estonia. I'm not going to do that. I forgot to fix my land issue. So what do I hold? I hold Novgorod, I hold Tavats, I hold Finland, I hold Hälsingland. Hälsingland is good, but these are all in one duchy. So maybe I give this little bit of land here to... Yeah, so maybe I give Upland to this guy and then give him Norland at some point. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, brother. You can have Hälsingland. And yeah, you can also have the Earldom of Norland. Done. Okay, that's fine. Does that mess me up on succession? No, I think we're fine. We have one duchy and one duchy is going to him. That's perfect. Right. Where are we? We're over here. Right. Back to sieging this down. Please fight me. Please. Oh, they're retreating through the territory. You increase control in that county, which now means it's making as much as Hälsingland was, which is good. Why don't you increase control in my new county? Seems fantastic. Right. And we've now taken their capital, which gives us 100% war score, which means that I can stop paying attention. Wonderful. Disband our troops. Great. So, our allies increased their land, which is good. However, our ally is also Khazaria's vassal, which means Khazaria has increased their land. Okay. Poland's a lot bigger than it used to be. Right. Is there still this disease? There is. Okay. It's kind of annoying. Maybe we want to go on a little visit somewhere. Yeah. Maybe we want to go on a little visit somewhere so we can get some learning lifestyle experience. That might be good. Does raising a runestone, it does give us piety. I suppose I could raise it in our new province. Only costs us 50. Yeah, you know what? I'll speak of Bayevi. I'm going to put it in Akel. There we go. That seems good. So now we have runestone here, so we get extra control growth. Yeah, love to see it, which means instead of 6 years, it's going to take 4 years, which is a huge improvement. Right, is there a grand tournament somewhere I can join? No. We could go on a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage is probably the best way for us to do long distance travel. Let's do that. We have just enough money to make it work. A little pious pilgrimage. Could head down here. You know, I'm just going to click one just because I want to see something here. What we're looking for is these little markers on the map. I want to see where we can get learning and lifestyle ones. I think we can get some over here. Yeah, Canterbury is a big one, as is Salisbury. And then is there any over here we can get? Yeah, Paris. Yeah, Paris is a big one. So, Regensburg. Anywhere else? No. So maybe we go Regensburg, Paris, Salisbury, Canterbury, and then we go to our pilgrimage. Yeah, I know we could go to all of these and grab the like 25 martial lifestyle experience over and over again. Let's not worry about that. Right, cancel that. Let's do a pilgrimage piously to North Riding. So that gets us martial when we arrive. Oh, we can only do fidelity as our thing. I don't need to do like a ton. More piety earned on completion for it being humble. For it being a humble one. We get 7 random pilgrims and no one from our court comes with us. We can bring bodyguards and good knights here. Let's go humble. Let's make it cheap. Right, I'm then going to go mercenaries. Because they increase travel speed. They also make it less dangerous. So we're at 117. So after North Riding, I want to go to Salisbury. I want to go to Canterbury. I then want to go to Paris. It takes me to Luxembourg, which is not necessarily where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Regensburg, right? Yeah, just double checking these ones. Yes, I want to go to Regensburg. Actually, let's just lock in Luxembourg here, because there's no reason not to. Then go to Regensburg. And then these are martial and diplomacy. Yeah, so then we make our way back here. Okay, now it says that we've got some danger. 2 locations. Where are the dangerous locations? Are they up here by any chance with the plague? Probably not. Wait a second. The plague adds danger, but mercenary guards stop you getting the plague. I mean, it's not literally the plague, but you get what I'm meaning, right? There's holy fire here with plus 15 danger, but mercenary guards lower danger by 20. So guards affect whether or not you whether or not diseases can get you. That's kind of interesting. This is a forest. Forest is dangerous, so probably forest guides, I would guess, are what we're after. There's still one dangerous one. Where? North Riding. We go through here. Ah, we have the mountains over here. It's not really a way around the mountains, is there? We could go up via Hoth and then along there, and that means that we bypass the mountains? Maybe. Can we customize my route? Let me have a look here. Yeah, that takes away a danger route. Let's do that. That seems good. Apply. Wonderful. And then my goal is zealotry or altruism? No, it's altruism because we want piety. Nice. Let's go. Little pilgrimage. We got some random people who are hired. That's fine. Let's head out. A fresh start. Okay. All the while preparing for my journey, I've had this sense of serenity and knowing that everything will be alright. I'm pleased to embark on this pilgrimage to North Riding in order to get even closer to Odin, and now more than ever I feel certain he'll watch over me in my travels. If only he knew my plan. So, danger, snowbound. It's been snowing for days now. The roads ahead appear completely impassable. However, as I look ahead, I see a small group of people approaching us fast across the snowdrifts. Soon a man stands before me and speaks with a wide grin. You seem to be in quite a predicament, but fear not. For a fair price, I will help you return to your travels. Helping people are your own rewards. That's a bold claim for us here. 25 gold, or we will manage on our own. We actually get seasoned experience for managing our own. We just get delayed. Yeah, I'd like to manage on our own. Your 8 seasoned traveler experience, which is alright. We only have to wait 7 days, and now we're on the boat, which should mean that we're absolutely fine. Right. Denmark expanded a little bit there, didn't it? Okay. Interesting. Wait a second. Germany stopped existing. Did you see that? Germany used to be here, and now it's Big Lotharingia. Okay. And I guess that's fine. Keep going. From dust. Finally, the plague has left the realm, and we must take this as an opportunity to rise from the chaos left in its wake. We now emerge from the wreckage of the old world, and the time has come to consider the new. We must rebuild, so we get 5 development growth per month for 5 years, or there's nothing we can do. Alright, I'll get 5 development growth per month. That seems pretty good. Is that in all holdings? No. That must only be in holdings that had the plague. Which holdings were... Ah, there we go, like this one. Yeah, major disease recovery plus 5. Yeah, plus 5. Wow, that is incredible. That's going to fly up there in development. This is fine. As we sail towards the North Riding, the fresh sea air is doing wonders for at least my health and well-being. However, we are not all so lucky. I've noticed how Asa has been deteriorating over the past few days, and there's no doubt he's contracted some kind of illness. Delay our pilgrimage by 21 days. Okay. Can you treat her, Folka? Or Folky? That would work, or it's just a little cough. I mean, if Folky can treat her, that's fine. That seems absolutely okay. Y'all, Olafur paid 50 gold to me thanks to what my son's doing. Well, thank you very much, son. We can potentially get an alliance with this person. Why? Because her spouse is my grandson? Because my daughter... Oh, I see. So my daughter, who married the High Chieftain of Vinia, her son is now the Khan because he married the other Khan. Okay, that's interesting. So is that... Yeah, that's a kingdom tier title underneath there. Interesting, but we will not accept an alliance because our faith differs and I have too many alliances. I think that seems fair. Carrying on. Altruism Sea Legs. Walking around the ship on our journey to the North Riding, I spot a fellow pilgrim who does not seem to be doing very well. Clearly her sea legs were never instilled. She whimpers softly, squatting by the railing, and holds onto it for dear life with the face that shifts in pale nuances. Should I try and comfort her somehow? Maybe I should offer her some of my water. So I can say everything will be alright, just hold on, it becomes more pious, or I'm glad that's not me. We'll let everything be more pious, that's fine. Altruism, the royal touch. Word of my arrival seems to have spread to the Earldom of East Riding, as our entourage is soon beset with countless serfs begging to be blessed with the royal touch. I could, of course, simply sprinkle a little water blessed by myself upon them and they would surely be satisfied, but granting them blessed coins to soothe their infected areas would make them happy and blessed for much longer. Okay. They can have a sprinkling of water because I don't want to give them that much money. I have arrived. I have walked the holy path and I have become a pilgrim, which gives us travel speed and safety and gives us more monthly piety. Nice, and now we're here for 3 months. The Norse-Gael hybridization. Spurred on by positive relations and increased cultural exchange, the Gaelic and Norse peoples have grown increasingly close over the years. Now individuals from these societies have begun to view themselves not as one or the other, but of both simultaneously. A new Norse Gael culture. Now, I know it can be Gaelic or Gaelic. In this case, I just chose one because I'm fairly certain that is this area which is converted culture, which covers both pronunciations. Anyway, Gaelic traditions and values form the backbone of this new culture, while various Norse attributes have been adapted and integrated to meet the needs of their new society. Whereas out of skillful manipulation or genuine desire to lead his people into a new era, Jarl Guthfrith has positioned himself as the leader of this cultural awakening. Cool. Okay. So he is the Jarldom of Mon. Oh, so I guess, yeah, his is firmly in one area, but interesting. So he's now, yeah, he's merged those cultures. Hey, we've learned Finnic. Wonderful. I can send a letter to this guy, but my diplomacy is terrible, so we will not do that. We'll instead be happy that we got anything out of that. I'm now going to sway him in order to make him like us again. Wonderful. Let's go speed 5. Mittens, secret revealed. Meow. I look down to see my cat Mittens has dropped a scroll at my feet, sealed in my vassal Jarl Hakon's distinct style. Giving into curiosity, I skimmed the text. The deviancy I have committed, so I can learn that he is a that she is a non-believer, or the world must know of this. Wait a second. I learned of Gunhilder's one, but if the world must know, I reveal Jarl Hakon's one. I'm just gonna say to think he was hiding such a thing. That's fine. Pilgrimage appreciation. Fulke, my court physician, peers out over the sprawling holy site of North Riding as we make our way through the crowd. The North Riding is truly a sight to behold, a place where cultures meet and faiths come together to worship. Are we not blessed to get to experience such familiarity and companionship? He looks at me expectantly. I do not have xenophilic, so I can say let us know, let us enjoy this, or the feat spirituality can achieve. So we get piety and a little bit more piousness. Level of devotion for our faith has gone up. We've got the most pious king seed. Ooh, okay. We get extra clergy opinion. What does that seed do? Diplomacy per level of devotion. Learning. Plus an extra little bit of piety if you're promoting it. And then you get control growth. Okay. Asked to promote legends. You would like me to promote the Sons of Rurik. I mean, I could. I'm not against it. Wait a second. Is the Sons of Rurik the one I have over here? Yes. Okay, I will promote it for 50 gold. That seems fine. Thank you for the money. Okay, back over here. We're not even at level 1 piousness. We're not a very good pilgrim. You're meant to do multiple pilgrimages, and each pilgrimage makes you more likely to get further up the thing, I think. But anyway. That's fine. Carry on. Can I get one more pilgrimage event? There we go. The Calling. As I enter the sacred grounds, I find Asa staring at the altar with an absent expression. Asa, I call to her. My lord, I have something to ask of you. I hope you can forgive me. This place has moved my soul and agitated my spirit in a way I thought inconceivable. Odin has spoken to me, and his voice is clear, severe, and precise. It keeps going and going and going and going. The only sound I can hear now, the whole world has gone quiet. If I could stay behind, I would like to devote my life to it. So she could become a monk. Okay, is she any good? I mean, she's alright, but like, we could find someone better. We also gain piety for that. Don't we have temples back home? She can become celibate or drop that nonsense immediately. I'm happy for you to go and be a monk. Do I need a caravan master? I do. Okay. Do we have a caravan master who would be good? We have a couple of people who would be good here. You have a lot of bonuses. I'm looking for somebody... Yeah, actually, you would be fine. You give us what we're after. Speed I kind of like better, I guess, but you've got speed and you got security. Armor we'll do for now. Okay. Back in here, that gave us enough to reach level 1. So we get 10% more piety for doing this. New caravan master. None of these choices are adequate. I already assigned a new caravan master. Wait, does that not work? Oh, I guess it doesn't teleport him here. Oh. Well, that was a mistake. I can station a men-at-arms regiment? You're unstable. Oh, because you were in Halsingland, of course. You can now be here. That seems good. Right, back to our pilgrimage. Wherever it is. Oh, we're actually finished with the pilgrimage. We're back to the travel. Whispered tales. This is the third time today I've heard local nattering about a certain tale as we passed them. Yarroplok sees my confusion. It is a regional story, my lord. The legend of Arthur Pendragon, they call it. He confides. Well, it certainly sounds interesting. So let me just have a look. There is a Legends map mode. Ah, so everybody's talking about the legend of Arthur Pendragon. Yes, okay, which is an illustrious one. Okay. Interesting. So you get quite a lot of bonuses from it currently. So, I can take up this tale and start spreading it. I'll surely end up talking about myself. So we can give it secure and safe, or this is nonsense. The discount towards upgrading your legend increases slightly. This is nonsense. That's fine. Homeward bound. After a long day of travel, the horizon starts to bleed into warm colors. I take a moment to pause, close my eyes, breathe. Careful, Captain Yarroplok of the Russian band of Nezdovo screams, pointing at the plains beyond the path we follow. What looks like a small rodent is running into the wild and chasing after a grey figure I easily recognize. We can tell the captain to find Mittens. We can hope Mittens finds out its way back. I'll personally find you. Or quick everyone after him. I will personally find Mittens. We have rescued Mittens. Well done us. We can get adventurous pet for 2 years. Or lose stress. Okay. Range betrothal. Ireland would like to marry my granddaughter Dloth. This is Thordis's daughter. I mean, she doesn't have any special traits or anything. I think this would be absolutely fine, personally. I don't really see an issue with it. I'm trying to find an issue with it. I guess the only issue is she might leave my court at some point, but I don't think that's the end of the world. I accept it. A lowly delicacy. We don't eat foreign food because it's never a good idea. It's always a bad one on that event, basically, as far as I've done it. Doesn't mean it is, it just means that, in my experience, it always ends up negative. You're frail. I'm not sure what to do with you. We'll come back to you. Danger, a quarrelsome lot. As we trek through Bosworth, our caravan has stopped at a clearing bordered by poplar trees. I proceed towards the commotion only to find Folky and Peykelty having an irate row. Folky, perturbed, turns to me and explains, Peykelty will not leave me alone. Tell this cold-hearted bastard I need peace. I was just having a jest about little Folky's disfigurement. Honest. Peykelty responds, mockingly adjusting Folky's cloak. So I can try and mediate, but we're not really a diplomacy guy. No time for squabbling, or there's only one way to deal with this, and it's a prowess challenge. So she's probably going to end up wounded, but we also gained red. Also, we get more seasoned things either way, so let's do it. Wonderful. So our seasoned traveler stuff. If we have a look at this. Yeah, we're getting close to level 1 on it. Nice. And the whole reason we went on the trip we're about to hit. There we go. 200 lifestyle experience. And when we head over here. There we go. Another 200 lifestyle experience. Which now means that we can take Zealous Proselytizer. Wonderful. Of travels to come. Journeying through Rochester, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent splayed open with yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, O mighty king. I can tell you have many miles to go. I can offer you a reading of your future travels. I'm going to burn you, and that will get me even more piety. Nice. We've discovered the secret to piety. Burning. Okay. A duel demanded. I am Aethelbald of Kent. You wish to duel me. I don't think you're good enough. I have no interest in fighting you. I don't think you're good enough for my court. I will trample you instead. Snowbound, we've just had this one before. We'll get some more Seasoned Traveler stuff, which we did. Okay. So that now means that we are almost at level 1. Norse and Anglo-Saxon people have grown closer, and we now have the Danelander culture. Okay. Interesting, that's from the Danelaw kingdom over here. Interesting, so a lot of cultures are merging. That's kind of cool. More learning lifestyle experience for visiting here. So you can see how much quicker we're getting through this. We're actually almost at the next level. So this is definitely worth it. You have learned Norse. Cool. Right. So we've now visited Lotharingia's capital. Wolf struggle. Our journey is violently interrupted by the sound of tearing flesh and gnashing jaws and the desperate cries of a man about to meet his end. The noise is so horrific it must have come from the depths of hell. Attempting to track the source, we find a desperate champion struggling with a wild wolf. His blade is wedged between the beast's jaws, but his grip is beginning to falter. Do we have Falky help him? We can help him. Or I won't risk my life for him. I won't risk my life for you, Dater. I'm sorry. Just the way it is. Yeah, sorry about that. Hard workers. While traveling through Saarbrücken, someone shares some pithy wisdom. Well, you see, the trick is to put your back into it and don't stop till the job's a good one. And try and get industrious if you want to, as we get less. It costs less prestige to get industrious. I don't think I'm happy with that. I think I'll just get the development progress in Novgorod instead. That's fine. Franconian woman. I've seen the world and beheld its many wonders on my travels, but never ever beheld such beauties as the one I've seen in Heidelberg. Truly, Franconian women are cut above the rest. One particularly fascinating specimen that has taken my eye as of late, a peasant woman by the name of Alberade. A pretty little firebrand, she is far too pleasing to my eye to spend her days slaving away in Heidelberg. Well, she shall be by my side forever. Okay. Wait, she's my woman? Does that mean we've taken... Yes, we've taken her as a concubine, which is what we wanted to do, to be fair. She's very, very unhappy. Because she is a concubine but believes in a faith that doesn't have that. So what we'll do is we'll just ask her to convert. Murder on you has been abandoned. Well, I love the sound of that. This guy is dead. Well, I guess I know who was trying to murder me. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. We now have you as the next person in charge of that land, and you do not hate me, which is an improvement. Okay. Carrying on, we have visited the Kingdom of Bavaria, the last amount of learning lifestyle experience we're getting on this trip. And now we have this one. She converted, she did. I've noticed that Alberade avoids me more than usual. She always sits at the opposite end of the table whenever we're invited to a feast, consistently refuses my company while camping. We may not have the best of relationships, but that attitude is starting to tire me, especially when I overhear her defaming me. Heisinger is a brash boar. I'd be a way better king than him. We will ignore it. That's fine. Also, that should put us at level... Still not a level 1. We're very close, though. This is fine. Travelling through the sometimes harsh environments has an invigorating effect on my state of mind and vigour. I glance over at Paykelty, however, and she does not appear to be doing as good. She's now ill after having been wounded earlier in the same trip. Her movement is laboured, her breathing heavy, and spontaneous bursts of coughing ripple through her body. Clearly, she is not well. Folky, treat her. Folky, the person who wounded her earlier. I guess you can only treat her if you have your court physician with you or something like that, and we're just lucky that we do. Anyway. Ravine. I hear Yaropolk shout out in panic, and soon thereafter I hear a loud cracking sound, and that of wood breaking or of my patience finally snapping. Step out on the dirt to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel, my wagon wheel. I'm sorry, my acquaintance. It was my turn as lookout, and I fell asleep at the reins. We will heave it off off the ground ourselves, as we are strong. Wonderful. We're still not at the next level of seasoned. We're getting close. Someone lost against my vassal in the conquest of this land. Alright, more land is mine. I don't need to do anything. My vassals will expand quite happily by themselves. They don't need me here. I'm just here to make sure the realm doesn't fall apart. A foreign treat. It's not the first time I catch my court physician Fulky fiddling around with some flowers he's been picking along the road. Sometimes I swear I'd even hear him sighing, overlooking Lysning's holding. My liege, it's not a secret that my heart has found a new home far from home. Alas, my soul aches for Maria. My desires know no end, her eyes, her hair. I long for just a salute. I die for a word. Please, I beg you, let me stay with her. Maria's not coming to my court. You're going to come home with me, whether you like it or not. Back to traveling. The Holy Tree. I'm told that nature is venerated here in Wolstein as an extension of the will of the gods. We watch as the locals adorn an old tree in fine materials and jewellery, as if they were courting it. Many in my entourage are satisfied to watch from a distance, but I do feel compelled to do something more. I shall burn the tree. I have burned it, and my piety has raised. We have learned that if we have a choice between do something and burn it, we burn it. I've become infirm. That is horrible. We have a severe health penalty. That is dire, basically. Basically, that's the worst thing that could happen right now. We are really, really, really hurt and poor on health. We would love to get home. We would also love to suddenly get to this rank and be prophet. The trodden path. Okay. My lord, there's an ant path here. I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. I'm going to whip you. You will be wounded for the second time this journey. And we shall not worry about the ants. There is a witch. I know this one. Burn her. Yes. Well, the locals said don't do that. Okay. Thordis has become the champion of conquests. And Folke is no longer my court physician. Wait a second. Runaway or lost? He ran away from me. As we managed to get through the dangerous path in Metsepul, we decided to rest for the night. I walk around the encampment. Suddenly, a strange feeling that someone is missing bothers me. I ask around and everyone agrees on one thing. They don't remember seeing Fulke all day. He was keeping the rear guard as we entered the war-torn province. I suppose that wasn't the best idea knowing his bravado. He's probably already gunning for the front lines. Unless he's just lost somewhere along the taiga. I think he went and married the person who he found previously. We can search for him. He rejoins, close to getting a rivalry with us. I will find him myself, or I will not risk it. I will not risk it. Goodbye, Folky. We're almost home. The Metal Man. I am not going to save the man stuck in his armor. We've returned home. Wonderful. That was a long one. Okay. So we got martial lifestyle for arriving at our home. We didn't even get to first in Wanderer there. Okay, yeah, things are not great. We would ideally like to get to Prophet, and it's not as far away as you'd think, because all we need is one event that gives us a learning lifestyle perk, and we're set, right? And those events exist, so it's not terrible, and we have the prestige, sorry, we have the piety we need in order to get to where we need to get to with our religion. If we can get there. We do need to do a war against Corellia, and I think that's something that we'll need to do next time, but it's not impossible that we achieve our goals. It's not ideal, but not impossible. Actually, I'm going to leave that till next time as well, that one there. Right, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.